Good afternoon, students. I am Dr. Ekta Jain from the Department of Physics, Barkatullah University, Bhopal. Today, I am here with the topic Fluctuation Dissipation Theorem, which is from the Statistical Mechanics. So, before starting Fluctuation Dissipation Theorem, we must know what are fluctuations. Fluctuations are microscopic description of thermal motions of liquid molecules, while dissipation is the microscopic average of thermal motions of liquid molecules. Fluctuation and dissipation are of the same physical origin, and in the thermal equilibrium they balance each other out. And when this balance condition is reached, or we can say that when fluctuation and dissipation is in equilibrium, they will follow this particular condition. Fluctuation and dissipation theorem, or we can call it fluctuation and dissipation relation. It is a powerful tool in statistical physics for predicting the behavior of systems that obey detailed balance. The fluctuation dissipation theorem was proven by Hilbert Callan and Theodore Welton in 1951, and it was expanded by Ryogo Kubo. This theorem says that when there is a process that dissipates energy turning into the heat, and there is a reverse process related to the thermal fluctuations. So, for example, we can go through the drag and Brownian motion. If an object is moving through a fluid, it experiences drag. It means it experiences air resistance or fluid resistance. Drag dissipates kinetic energy, turning into the heat, and corresponding fluctuations is called Brownian motion. An object in the fluid does not sit still, but rather moves around with a small and rapidly changing velocity as a molecule in the fluid bump into it. So, Brownian motion converts heat energy into the kinetic energy, that is the reverse of drag. There is an erratic motion of a particle in Brownian motion would also cause drag if the particle were pulled through the fluid. Or in other words, we can say that the fluctuation of the particle at rest has the same origin as the dissipative friction force one must do work against if one tries to perturb the system in the particular direction. Or on the conclusion, we can say that the fluctuation dissipation theorem is a general result of statistical thermodynamics that quantifies the relation between the fluctuation in a system that obey detailed balance and the response of the system to the applied perturbation. Here I have done some mathematical calculation for the fluctuation dissipation theorem, or we will start from the generalized form of the fluctuation dissipation theorem. We can define a correlation function like you can see in the equation number 1, and some conditions are also there. When there is no correlation between the values of the field at x and y, then the joint average would be the same as the product of individual average, and we would have g xy is equal to 0. And we know that in general the correlation is not 0 but approach to 0 with increasing distance x minus y. In a uniform external field, the system is translationally invariant, and g depends only on the difference of x and y. For the same reason, we can put phi of x is equal to phi of 0. Thus, we consider the equation number 2. Means equation 1 will be reduced as equation number 2. You can see on this slide. Now, the other parameter is given by this equation, which is shown in number 3, where we have replaced d to the power d x phi x by v phi 0, and differentiating this equation number 3 with respect to h, we will have the equation number 4, written on the slide. And this equation number 4 can be written as equation number 5 and it will be equal to chi, where beta is equal to 1 by kt and chi is the susceptibility of the function, and equation number 5 is known as fluctuation dissipation theorem. Thank you.